Hello and welcome. As a hotel AI expert with deep experience in modern hospitality, I'm genuinely pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to this part of your online learning journey. We are really looking forward to supporting your professional growth in this incredible industry. Today, we're going to dig into something fundamental, building a world-class hospitality culture from the ground up. So let's jump right in. I want you to imagine the scene. It's the grand opening of a new hotel. It's controlled chaos, right? The phones are ringing off the hook. Guests are walking in the door with sky-high expectations, and your team is front and center. In that high-pressure moment, what's the one thing that holds it all together? It's not the fancy lobby or the thread count of the sheets, it's the culture. It's that invisible architecture that guides every single action, especially when a manager isn't looking over their shoulder. So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with the foundation of that culture, then we're going to break down the 3 essential pillars that support it. And finally, we'll wrap up with the actual blueprint for success, the tools you can use to bring it all to life.
Okay, let's get to the foundation. You see, every truly exceptional department in a hotel, especially housekeeping, is built on 3 crucial pillars. I want you to think of them like the main support columns of a building. If you get these pillars right, you've created a structure of excellence that is solid, stable, and can withstand pretty much any challenge that comes its way.
And what are those 3 pillars? Well, they are quality, service, and empowerment. It's important to remember they're not separate ideas. They all work together, each one making the others stronger. So let's take a closer look at each one, starting with what I think is the absolute bedrock of the entire guest experience. So, our first pillar is quality. And let's be crystal clear. In our world, the #1 driver of perceived quality is cleanliness. It is completely non-negotiable. Think about it. A single stray hair in the bathroom or one smudge on a water glass can instantly erase all the other great things you've done. A perfectly clean room is the silent promise we make to every single guest the moment they walk through that door.
And you know, this is about so much more than just ticking a box on a checklist. It's a powerful message. It tells the guest, we care about you. We have an obsessive attention to detail, and your comfort is our absolute top priority. In today's world of online reviews, seeing a comment like, "the room was immaculate," is just pure gold. It builds trust, it gets people talking, and most importantly, it brings them back.
Okay, so how do we make this idea of quality a real, tangible part of everyday work? It's all about creating simple, consistent habits. Kick off every shift with a quick team huddle focused on quality. Give your team easy-to-use tools for self-inspections and even peer audits. And here's the real secret sauce. Celebrate it. When a team member spots a potential problem and fixes it before a guest ever sees it, you make them a hero. That is how you build a powerful sense of ownership.
All right, so we've established our non-negotiable standard of quality. Now we build on that with our second pillar, service. This is where we go from good to truly memorable, because exceptional service isn't something that just happens at the front desk. It's about creating those wow moments in the hallways, in the lobby, everywhere a guest might be.
This is the perfect example of what we call anticipatory service. It's not about waiting to be asked, it's about training your team to see a need before the guest even has to voice it. You see a guest squinting at a map? Don't wait. Walk up and ask, "Can I help you find something?" You overhear someone with a little cough at breakfast? Offer to send some hot tea up to their room. It's these small, thoughtful, proactive gestures that turn a good stay into a story they'll tell their friends.
And that leads us perfectly into our third and final pillar, which is my personal favorite, empowerment. This is all about giving your team the trust and the authority to make their own decisions on the spot. It's how you transform every employee from someone who just follows instructions into a genuine problem solver and an advocate for the guest.
So, let me ask you, what does an empowered team actually look like in the real world? Well, it means you're not just managing a group of people who are afraid to break the rules. It means you're leading a team of confident professionals who are trusted to think on their feet, to take ownership of the guest experience, and to simply do the right thing every single time.
I mean, you can really see the difference here, right? It's night and day. A team that's micromanaged is reactive. They find a problem, and then they have to find a manager. An empowered team is proactive. They find a problem, and they solve it instantly. That Delight budget you see there, that's a game changer. It's a small, pre-approved fund, maybe just 20 euros, that any team member can use, no questions asked, to fix an issue or add that little extra touch for a guest. It's an incredible tool for building speed and trust.
Okay, so we've got our 3 pillars: quality, service, and empowerment.
But, a stack of pillars doesn't make a building. You need a blueprint to tie them all together and make the whole structure strong. So now, let's get practical and talk about how you actually do this.
Look, the single best way to build a world-class culture is to involve your team from day one and then to keep involving them. Whether you're opening a new property or just trying to improve an existing one, you have to ask for their feedback on the things that impact their daily work. Use simple tools, surveys, suggestion boxes, whatever works, to listen to their ideas on everything from the layout of a cleaning trolley to a more efficient workflow. When people help design the process, they own the results. This isn't a one-time thing. It has to be a continuous conversation.
So as you prepare to move forward in your careers, I want to leave you with one final thought to carry with you. You now have the framework to build a true culture of excellence, a culture where every single person is passionate about quality, dedicated to service, and empowered to make a difference. The only question is, are you going to build that culture for them, or are you going to build it with them? Go out there and create something truly exceptional. Thank you.